Welcome back, treasure hunters. Money bag. You won't believe what I'm about to show you. Tiny Australian 5-cent coins from 1969. That could be worth thousands, even millions of dollars today. Face screaming in fear. The 5-cent coin was introduced in 1966, following Australia's switch to decimal currency. By 1969, millions were minted, yet within the sea of ordinary coins, a few were struck differently, with tiny variations minting errors and details so rare that they now command thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Some of these 1969 coins feature subtle differences that only the trained eye can spot, but once found, they can turn a simple collector into a legend overnight. The design of the 1969 5-cent coin features the iconic echidna, a spiny native creature that has become a national symbol of Australia's wildlife. On the obverse side, the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II reigns proudly, her likeness crafted by the talented sculptor Arnold Mackin. While millions of coins carry this familiar face, a handful of 1969 strikes reveal slight die variations or misaligned details that make them unique treasures to numismatists across the globe. One of the most desirable forms of rarity comes from minting errors, where the precision of modern coin production slips for just a fraction of a second. Some 1969 5-cent coins were struck off-center, double-stamped, or even produced using the wrong die. A coin showing a double rim, a faint extra outline around the echidna, or a faint ghost image of the Queen's head could be worth a staggering sum today. These minting errors were never intended for circulation, and their survival makes them near mythical. Collectors are especially drawn to coins that combine rarity with condition. A 1969 5-cent coin that has survived the decades without scratches, dents, or tarnish, what experts call mint state or proof-like condition, can command breathtaking prices. While most circulated examples may sell for a few dollars, uncirculated pieces graded by professional coin authorities have reached values in the thousands. And when a coin combines both rarity and pristine condition, its value can multiply dramatically. Among the most valuable discoveries are those 1969 coins suspected to have been struck using leftover planchets, blank metal discs meant for another denomination or even another country. These wrong planchet strikes are astonishingly rare. Imagine holding a 5-cent coin that was accidentally made from the wrong metal alloy or with a slightly different size and weight. A minting fluke that now makes it one of a kind. Some collectors have paid the price of a luxury car just to own one of these. There are whispers in the coin collecting world about a handful of 1969 proof coins that never reach the public. Proof coins are special editions made for collectors, polished to perfection with mirror-like surfaces. If any proof 5-cent coins from 1969 escaped official sets and entered circulation, their rarity would be almost incalculable. Owning such a piece would be like possessing a lost gem from the Royal Australian Mint's secret vault. What makes the 1969 5-cent coin even more fascinating is its historical context. Australia in the late 1960s was booming. New industries, new designs, and rapid modernization. The coin reflects that era's craftsmanship, yet it also hides its imperfections beneath the shine. Every small error or variation in the coin tells a story about the evolving minting technology and the human hands that operated those powerful presses. Each imperfection became a mark of destiny, turning metal into treasure. Many collectors have stumbled upon these treasures completely by accident. A family cleaning out an old jar of change might suddenly notice a coin that looks slightly off. Maybe the Queen's profile seems shifted or the lettering isn't quite aligned. That tiny difference can be worth thousands. The emotional thrill of discovering such a coin is indescribable, a rush of disbelief, excitement, and pride that turns ordinary people into lifelong numismatists. Auction houses in Australia and beyond have witnessed stunning moments when humble 5-cent coins fetched unbelievable prices. Bidders, armed with magnifying lenses and years of experience, have gone head-to-head for ownership of coins that once bought nothing more than a piece of candy. In these auction rooms, the energy is electric. Each bid tells a story, not just of metal and mint, but passion, history, and national pride. Even more extraordinary is the global fascination with Australian coins. Collectors from the United States, Canada, and Europe are now chasing down these small treasures, often paying incredible sums to add them to their collections. The Australian 5-cent coin, especially the rare 1969 versions, has become an international symbol of how something so small can hold unimaginable value when history, rarity, and curiosity collide. It's important to understand that not every 1969 coin will make you rich. But what makes this journey magical is the possibility. The excitement of searching, learning, and discovering is part of the adventure. Every coin in your possession might hold a hidden story, and that's what keeps collectors searching. Each coin examined under the light feels like an unopened mystery, and the rare ones reveal themselves only to those who truly look closely. The true worth of these coins isn't just measured in dollars, but in the connection they create between past and present. They are relics of craftsmanship, fragments of Australian heritage preserved in metal. When you hold a rare 1969 5-cent coin, you're holding history, a tiny, tangible piece of a nation's evolving identity. That's what makes collectors treasure them even more than their price tag. So, before you dismiss that little silver coin rattling at the bottom of your drawer, take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden gem, a piece that collectors would pay fortunes for. Even a small variation in detail, a faint misprint, or a sharper shine can make all the difference. The next time you sift through your change, remember, history has a way of disguising itself as something ordinary. And sometimes, that ordinary coin is worth more than gold. In the world of numismatics, the 1969 Australian 5-cent coin has proven one timeless truth, that greatness often comes in the smallest forms. These rare coins have transformed ordinary Australians into overnight millionaires, and they continue to inspire treasure hunters to this day. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious, one thing is certain. The next great discovery could be in your hands right now. Check your coins. Your fortune might be hiding in plain sight. Australia's 5-cent coins from 1979 may look like just another small piece of change, but what many people don't realize is that some of these seemingly ordinary coins have extraordinary stories, and even more extraordinary value. Hidden within the pockets and drawers of everyday Australians could lie a fortune in miniature metal form. The 1979 5-cent coin has gained a reputation among collectors and treasure hunters alike for being one of the most intriguing issues of its era, and for good reason. The 1979 Australian 5-cent coin was minted at a time when the Royal Australian Mint was perfecting the transition from early decimal coinage designs to more standardized production methods. However, during this period, several variations and striking errors occurred that have become the stuff of numismatic legend. These subtle imperfections, barely noticeable to the untrained eye, are exactly what transform a common coin into an incredibly valuable collectible. Collectors are particularly drawn to coins that have striking errors, such as double strikes, off-center minting, or planchet flaws. A 1979 5-cent coin with such characteristics can skyrocket in value, sometimes reaching thousands of dollars depending on condition and rarity. What makes these coins so appealing is not just the monetary potential, but the history and mystery they hold. Every coin tells a story, and the 1979 series is no exception. It's a silent witness to a fascinating chapter in Australia's minting heritage. One of the most talked about variations of the 1979 5-cent coin is the misaligned die error. This occurs when the front obverse and back reverse of the coin are slightly off alignment. While to some this might look like simple wear or damage, to experienced collectors, it's a golden ticket. Because the minting process is so precise, any deviation from perfection makes that coin one in a million, and one that collectors are willing to pay handsomely for. Another version that sends ripples through the coin community is the clip planchet error. In this rare case, part of the metal blank was missing before the coin was struck, leaving a crescent-shaped gap on the edge. Instead of being discarded, some of these coins slipped through inspection and into circulation. Today, if you happen to find a 1979 5-cent coin with such a flaw, you could be looking at a collector's treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on its grade and condition. Speaking of condition, grading is a major factor in determining the value of any rare coin. Collectors use a professional grading system that ranges from poor to mint state. A 1979 5-cent coin in perfect uncirculated condition, shiny, with sharp details and no scratches, can command significantly more value than one that's worn or damaged. Even a simple pocket find that looks ordinary could turn out to be a hidden gem after careful cleaning and expert evaluation. Beyond the minting errors, the 1979 5-cent coin carries sentimental and historical value. Featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the iconic echidna on the reverse, this coin represents the enduring symbols of Australia's identity. The echidna, a native animal known for its resilience and uniqueness, perfectly mirrors the enduring legacy of these small but powerful coins. In a way, every 1979 coin encapsulates Australia's pride, craftsmanship, and history in the palm of your hand. In recent years, the surge in online marketplaces and coin auctions has reignited interest in vintage Australian currency. Coins once traded for pocket change are now being hunted by collectors worldwide. Some recorded sales for rare 1979 5-cent coins with unique errors have reached staggering prices, with dedicated collectors paying thousands just to complete their sets. The combination of rarity, demand, and historical intrigue has pushed these coins into the spotlight like never before. Many Australians have unknowingly held on to valuable coins without realizing their worth. That's why experts often advise people to check their old jars, wallets, and piggy banks. You never know what treasures might be hiding there. A single rare coin from 1979 could turn out to be worth more than a month's salary, or even change your financial future overnight. It's an exciting thought that something so small and simple could carry such immense potential. The world of coin collecting isn't just about wealth. It's about passion, patience, and discovery. Each 1979 5-cent coin that surfaces from an old drawer brings with it a piece of Australia's minting past. Collectors don't just see a coin. They see art, history, and legacy combined into one timeless piece. And when rarity and condition come together in perfect harmony, it creates a sense of excitement that no other collectible can quite match. Interestingly, even slight variations in metal composition or die work can make a difference in value. Some 1979 5-cent coins show faint or double details in the lettering or echidna design, subtle imperfections that escape casual observation but are prized by experts. Over time, as more coins from this era are lost or melted down, the surviving few in excellent condition become even more precious. The 1979 5-cent coin also reflects the shifting economic and cultural landscape of its time. In the late 1970s, Australia was modernizing rapidly, and its coinage mirrored that transformation. Yet, despite technological advancements, human error in the minting process still slipped through, leaving behind these tiny treasures that would one day capture the world's fascination. Many collectors describe the thrill of finding a rare 1979 5-cent coin as an Australian dream. There's something almost magical about realizing that an ordinary coin you've handled countless times could hold such immense value. It's the perfect blend of chance and knowledge, where those who know what to look for are rewarded for their curiosity. So if you ever come across a 1979 Australian 5-cent coin, take a moment before you spend it. Examine its surface carefully. Check for misalignments, clipping, or double features. What looks like a simple piece of metal could in fact be a gateway to incredible fortune. Many of today's million-dollar coin stories began just like that, with someone taking a closer look at what others ignored. Ultimately, the 1979 5-cent coin stands as a symbol of possibility. It reminds us that value isn't always determined by size or face worth, but by rarity, beauty, and the story behind it. In the vast world of Australian numismatics, these coins hold a special place. Tiny treasures from history that continue to inspire wonder, excitement, and the hope that maybe, just maybe, you might be the next person to discover one worth a fortune.